Hello, 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 everyone. Incredible greetings, incredible afternoon. Oh, I meant to actually make this call. I meant to do this tracing Tuesdays, but I forgot to put that in the title. But it's okay. That's what we're going to do today. We are going to trace 3 different ways today using Silhouette Studio. If you've never seen tracing done in Adobe Illustrator, this might be interesting for you. And also Cricut Design Space, which most people probably don't associate the word tracing with Cricut Design Space, but you really are tracing in that first part when you upload it and you're selecting areas, you're technically making it a vector file that can be contoured, and contour means being able to separate those. Like when it's flattened, you cannot separate it. So although most people may not associate the word tracing with Cricut Design Space, you really are like tracing that JPEG or PNG out to make it a vector file that you can then cut. All right, so that's what we're going to go over today, and what I'm going to teach today from 3 different programs: Silhouette Studio, Adobe Illustrator, and Cricut Design Space. So as you guys come in, this is a live broadcast. So if you're watching the playback of this, this is a live broadcast. So as you guys come in, drop a hey, how you doing? Even if you're watching the replay, let me know where you are watching from. Drop a hey, make sure that you give the video a like. In order to give the video a like, if you're watching it live, you do have to close out of the live chat so that you can see the full video options like the description and all that kind of good jazz. Give the video a like, and then go ahead, come on back to the chat and introduce yourself. Let us know where you're watching from. Let me know which program you're currently using. Do you use Silhouette Studio? Do you use Cricut Design Space? Are you someone that's using Illustrator? So I'm just sharing this out, and I'm allowing you guys to come in, like the video, let me know where you're watching from. All right. All right. Hello, hello. Thank you guys for jumping on from Texas, Alabama, Georgia, Sacramento, California. Silhouette. You use Silhouette and Cricut. Hey, hey, hey. Let's see. City Girl, period. All right. What? Okay, so as you guys come in, drop a hey, how you doing? Let me know you're watching from. Let me know which design softwares you currently use: Silhouette Studio, Cricut Design Space, Adobe Illustrator. If you're using any of those or more than one. All righty, there we go. Thank you for tapping in from Ohio. All right, let's see what we got going on over here. Now that I'm finished sharing out. Hello, hello, hello. Incredible greetings. Welcome in. Incredible afternoon. I am incredible, magnificent. How are you? Hello from Florida. I am also in sunny South Florida. We're located in Miami Gardens. So, hey, neighbor, hey. Hi, Kim, Barbara, LaShonda. That's my city girl, period. New York's in the house. Let's see. Hello, hello. You use Silhouette Studio Business Edition, Silhouette and Cricut. Hello from North Carolina. I use Silhouette and Cricut. Illustrator is hard to me. Okay. Hello from Central Florida, another fellow Floridian. Hey, neighbor. Hey. I use, all right, guys, there's no S on the end. It's just Canva, not Canvas. Canvas is what you would paint on, but I understand what you mean. I use Canva workspace for my scan and cut, but I'm watching Silhouette Studio, like Silhouette Studio Lives. Now, because you use a brother scan and cut, like you can use Silhouette Studio as well, because you can create designs there. And if I'm not mistaken, I mean, it's still a cut software. So you would be able to have cut lines and be able to save them as vectors. So you wouldn't necessarily have to like scan for certain things. So don't think of Silhouette Studio as like the opposite, or, hey, I'm using a brother scan and cut, I don't need to learn Silhouette Studio. You can learn that program to create cut files. Hello from Atlanta. I use Design Space in Silhouette. Incredible afternoon, creative peeps. Let's see. I design in Silhouette, cut with the Cricut. Ooh, Florida is in the building. Woo-hoo. Hello, hey neighbor, hey. California, Indianapolis. Hello. Ooh, Trinidad and Tobago. Welcome. Let's see. North Carolina, Affinity and Silhouette. I tried Affinity. It's just not my cup of tea. New Jersey, you use Silhouette. Incredible afternoon. It's not so great in New York. Alabama, I'm on Facebook, use Silhouette Cameo. Nashville, Tennessee. Welcome, Loretta. You use Adobe, I'm guessing Cricut Design Space as well. So you're using all three. Awesome, awesome. Is there a specific thing that you use like each for, or you're just kind of like me and you are a program snob and you just like all the programs? Hello from South Carolina. Silhouette Studio Business Edition, Photoshop, Cricut Design Space. Yep, that's kind of where I'm at. Like I use all Adobe. So I mean, in general, like my main, of course, is Silhouette Studio, then Photoshop, then Illustrator, then Canva. So I do use Canva as well. I use Canva more so on the business side than like full on designing. So Cricut and Silhouette, I'm a double dipper. I'm like a quadruple dipper. So no worries, no worries. Hello, Hope. Arkansas, how art thou? All right, so let's go ahead and let me plug y'all in. That's what I need to do before my phone shuts you down. Hi, Professor Valerie. I use Silhouette and Photoshop. Now, Photoshop cannot be used for vector-based designs and creating cut files, but it is a great design program. All right, so we are going to get started here. Hold on, give me just a moment, just a little bit. All right, so we're actually going to come here and all right, there we go. All righty, hello everyone. Incredible greetings. Now that you can see my face. Now, let's go ahead and get our banner going at the bottom here. All right, there we go. We have our ticker at the bottom. Hey, my first time catching you live on TikTok. Hi, I use Photoshop to fix bad photos. You can do a lot more than that. Like I like my Photoshop for things like drop shadows, blurring areas, my embossing letters. For certain templates, when I want to just be able to quickly change, all of my thumbnails are done through Photoshop because I can just create a template, just change the words, and everything is formatted the exact same way. So I do love Photoshop for that. All right. So incredible greetings, everyone. I am Shakia Lavelle, Pericles of HS Inc. 365. We are home of the Honestly Speaking brand of products. If you don't know, we carry, the absolute best sublimation paper and ink. If you are someone that's into sublimation, you're thinking about it, definitely check out this product line. Even if you have other paper, you definitely want to try this out and compare it. How do you know you're using the best if you've never used anything else to compare it to? So definitely give us a try. No matter which printer you have, everyone can use the 8.5-inch wide size. So whether it's 8.5 by 11 or 8.5 by 14, or 8.5 by 11 is currently, so based on the day that, this is being broadcasted. So if you happen to watch this video in the future, the price has changed. Hey, currently it is $20.30. All orders before 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time get shipped out the same day. It's 120 GSM and you get 100 sheets. So definitely check this out. Check out our paper. You can get incredible results in half the time of traditional papers and at a much lower temperature using less ink. Here is a print file that's printed in plain paper, bright white setting. So not premium matte or anything like that. So you're going to save on your ink consumption. And once you print this out like this, you go ahead and you wrap it. You set your either heat press, your tumbler press, or you can set your oven at 365 degrees. In an oven, it's about 4 minutes. With a heat press, you're going to press it for 30 seconds, rotate it, press it for 30, and depending on the size, press your ends. But you're going to go from, I'm going to let you see again, you're going to go from this to this. All right. So you can see the difference. All right. If you don't know about sublimation, it is heat activated. It's not going to be super vibrant and bright on your paper. Once you press it, you apply heat to it, and the pressure is there to keep the design onto your substrate. It's going to come out beautiful just like this. So definitely head on over to our website, shop.hsink365.com, for all of our sublimation supplies, paper, ink, cartridges, if you still have cartridge base, syringes to be able to clean out your printers and stuff like that. All that good jazz is on there. We're also the home of Silhouettes Anonymous, and that is where I've been teaching you guys how to use Silhouette Studio as a design software. It is the program that is used to control the Silhouette family of machines. However, you can use it as a standalone graphic designing software, no matter which printer you use. Even if you are a Sawgrass user, I have a Sawgrass 500, and I still design in Silhouette Studio and print directly from Silhouette Studio. If you have a Roland, you can still use Silhouette Studio to design, set it up so that you can have everything in place for your cut lines. If you're doing sublimation, whether it is to an Epson printer, a Brother printer, a Sawgrass printer, doesn't matter. You can use it for designing. If you're designing stickers, if you want to design digital files, so digital products right now is really, really big. A lot of people think about journals and like workbooks. But if you are someone, you're great with design, you've been taking these amazing classes, and now you want to try your hand at selling some things on Etsy, and you can create it one time, it just kind of resells itself. You can create those files in Silhouette Studio. You have Business Edition, you save it as an SVG, and you can then sell that to other crafters and other creators. You can do a lot from the program without ever having the machine. And because Silhouette Studio allows you to save in file formats that can be taken out of Silhouette Studio, you can use it with other software. Can you cut to other machines? Can you cut to those machines directly from Silhouette Studio? No. The same way that you cannot cut directly to a Caesar Romeo or a StarCraft Solo or a Cricut machine directly from Illustrator, but you can create the files in Illustrator or Corel Draw and things like that that you can use to cut with those machines. So think of it as simply a design software. And if you are interested in learning, we have well over 10 years of videos, thousands and thousands and thousands of free training videos that you can watch over on YouTube, Silhouettes Anonymous. We also have our YouTube channel, Honestly Speaking, where you're going to find a lot of demos for a wide variety of things from sublimation to how to do a chip bag. I think my balloon one isn't even on there because I was an event planner in a former life. So I think we have our for basic balloon columns. Do we have anyone that is dibbling and dabbling in party decor and balloons with us today? So, you know, your girl does that. So when I have general Q&As, if you have questions about that, you're more than welcome to ask. And then, of course, 365 Creative Academy, where we help you to unlock your creativity in a wide variety of classes. Everything that's like step-by-step live sessions. You're in the room. You can ask questions of me. The playbacks, we do not edit them down. So you get to hear the questions of others, that like questions that you may not have even thought of. And they ask the question, and here you are instantly getting an answer, getting more than you bargained for and more than you paid for, because someone asked a really great question, or you asked a really great question and you got the answer to it. So if you're enjoying my live videos, definitely check out the live teachings. If you want to be able to just get a taste of how I teach, we have 7 challenges that are on our website, and you can enroll in that at any time, still participate in the challenge. You're going to learn a lot. It's not like little, okay, hey, it was only $5. You're going to get like 30 minutes. These classes were still step by step, step by step. We do what's called I do, we do, you do. So you're going to have more than one opportunity to get an understanding of how to do tasks like tracing or like layering things, kind of creating 3D effects. We did like the in and out, creating a calendar or a planner page. You'll learn a lot. So 7 different challenges, and each one of them is only $5.63. So if nothing else, try out those to see if my teaching style works for you and see if Silhouette Studio can meet your design needs. All right. So with the promo out of the way, let's get into some learning today. All right. So it's Tuesday. I kind of want to dub this as Tracing Tuesday. Might end up doing it. I think it's like right now the 4th Tuesday of the month. So we'll see if we can make that. I know you guys are always asking, do you have like a set schedule? I'm working on it. Like, it's really hard sometimes to have like a set time because we have so many things going on here with the business. But I'm going to probably maybe do like dedicated days. So if we do like the 4th Tuesday of every month will be Tracing Tuesday. So we'll see how that works. Maybe at least for the first quarter of the month. And maybe like the second quarter, we'll do like Text Tuesday, something like that. We're going to see. No guarantees. No guarantees. All right. But we're just going to see. We're just playing around, toying around with the idea. But today we are going to do tracing from 3 different programs, okay? 3 different ones: Silhouette Studio, Cricut Design Space, and Illustrator. Sorry, my lunch is still in my mouth. I don't teach Illustrator, so don't get excited, okay? I do not teach Illustrator, do not plan on teaching Illustrator. The most that I will do in Illustrator is when we roll out our roll-in classes on how to go from Silhouette Studio to Illustrator to set your cut contour lines. That's as far as I'm going as far as teaching it. Do I use it? Yes. Do I have a desire to teach it? Absolutely not. Have no desire to teach Illustrator. All right. But I'm going to just, I wanted to you guys to see what it's like with tracing in that, because I do get a lot of pushback from folk who say Silhouette Studio is not a professional. It's for crafters. It's for this. Oh, if you want to trace, you got to use Illustrator. So we're going to kind of sort of debunk that. And I'll let you guys decide which way was an easier way for you, because I'm a true believer. As someone who uses Illustrator, I've used Curio, using Silhouette Studio, all are vector-based softwares. I really think that for certain things, tracing in Silhouette Studio is actually a lot easier than the other platforms, all right? So I'll let you guys be the judge of that. Also, when I'm talking about like tracing and I'm like speaking to like Cricut users, or they'll want to have like an SVG. This is a term that I'm always hearing in the craft world as far as like SVG, right? And like a lot of Cricut users don't realize that when you're doing contour, right? That is like, or you're going to see how I'm going to do like remove all the stuff. You have to go contour. That is the equivalent of an SVG. When you're selecting and removing those areas, you're essentially tracing and leaving the outline so that you can go to contour and remove certain areas, hide certain areas, show certain areas. That is like, that's vector shapes. Anything that is a shape and you can fill it with color and it creates a path that can be followed by a cutting machine or a laser cutter, CNC machine, like anything like that, that is vector. So you are actually vectorizing in Cricut Design Space. You are tracing in Cricut Design Space to create a vector file. Now, Cricut Design Space does not allow you to save as an SVG. That's just a file format. It's an extension. They don't allow you to save as an SVG, but Cricut Design Space allows you to make a SVG. Okay, so that's what we are going to do today. All right. All right, let's see. I see a few more comments over here. So let's see. Depending on, oh, hey, from Houston. So depending on what I am doing, Adobe Illustrator for logo design. I actually design logos in Silhouette Studio as well. Photoshop for designing and upload to Silhouette or DS for cutting. So you don't do any designing in Silhouette Studio. You only use it for cutting. You don't do any actual designing. Denver, Colorado, using Silhouette Studio Business Edition. I just joined your other channel. Thank you so much, Gail, for subscribing to both channels. Great quality learning for a great value. So worth it. Thank you so much for that live review. I'm trying to teach myself Adobe Illustrator. It's interesting so far. What are you starting with? So you should have something that's your starting point. So what did you like? What was the number one thing you wanted to be able to do in Illustrator? And is that thing what you started with as far as like learning to navigate it? I recently started using Canva, but I'm a Silhouette girl. Okay. It's bomb. I love the paper and ink. Thank you. All right. So we're going to start in Illustrator first. Then we're going to do Cricut. Then we're going to do Silhouette. Sounds like a plan? Do we like that plan? Illustrator, Cricut Design Space, then Silhouette Studio. And then I'm going to let you guys decide. If I can get you guys to double tap the screen a little bit over here, drop a couple comments, let me know that you're ready. Let's amp up the algorithm. So double tap the screen, drop a couple comments. Here we go. Which one do you think will be the easiest and most accurate? Let's do it that way. So put your guesses in now. Which one do you think will be the easiest to do? Y'all, my people's over here. Design Space, Silhouette, 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 Design Space, Silhouette, Silhouette. I don't use Affinity. I can't help you with Affinity. I do not use Affinity. In Silhouette, I want to learn how to do ink application for t-shirts. So what do you mean by ink application? So when it comes to ink, there's quite a few ink applications. Sublimation is an ink application. DTF is an ink application. DTG, white toner. It's toner, but it's kind of still ink, is an ink application. Screen printing, ink. That is an ink application, or screen print transfers. Or you can do printable transfers like with DTV, by Caesar. What's some other stuff called? Jet Pro 3G, like all of those. Also, Eco Solvent prints onto printable HTV is also an ink application. So there's 8 different ink applications. Which are you trying to learn? Silhouette, Design Space. Okay. I don't have a printer. I just have a regular printer for documents. So your regular printer for documents, you can actually do shirts by using Caesar's DTV. or you can get something that's called Jet Pro 3G, as long as you have a cutter. So for that particular application, you're going to need more than just a printer. You're also going to need to have a cutter to be able to cut that out. Or if you have just your computer, you can design your files, save them, and then submit them to companies to have them printed out via Sublimation, because there's quite a few. We do Sublimation print. So if you don't have a printer and you want us to print out your sub prints, we can do that. So via Sublimation, via DTF, or via screen print. You don't have to have your own printer in-house to do anything as far as t-shirts is concerned. Okay, you meant Illustrator. Okay. I really want to learn Silhouette Studio. I have the perfect program for you. If you wait to the end, I'll give you way more information. It's of great value. We are live tomorrow at 1 p.m. We have our study hall session. Come in, ask all the questions that you want for an hour. And then on Thursday, we have a training session. And then the calendar for February is out, guys. So if you go to your dashboard, the Zoom links are not up yet, but the calendar is out. So you can kind of plan around it. It is on your dashboard. I also made a post with the calendar for February. We have 2 evening study hall sessions and 2 Saturday sessions in the month of February. Okay. I design my treat wrappers in Photoshop, but I want to do it in Silhouette so I can cut from there. All right. I designed my treat. Okay, so I read that one. We have a class on party favors. So if you haven't checked that out, check that one out. And that'll probably get you started on trying to figure out how to navigate Silhouette Studio for your party favors. Silhouette. Okay, Silhouette. Silhouette Illustrator. I get frustrated with tracing and the options. Me too. I want to learn Silhouette Studio. You guys are in the right place. There's no better instructor than the professor when it comes to Silhouette Studio. All right. So let me move you guys over here because I'm going to try and do everything from this screen over here because it's going to make it easier for anybody want a granddaughter. It's going to make it, she's making it hard for you to learn. Tell her grandma's trying to learn right now. Okay. All right. So let's flip you guys. All right, there we go. So we're going to start here, which I'm going to just move this off to the side because it's technically, oh, we got to flip y'all. We have to flip y'all. All right, there we go. And I'm going to be nice and I'm going to remove my top banner. Okay, there we go. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and just bring in a picture because it's already open over here. So I'm going to bring that picture back in. All right. So this is what someone was saying, like seeing all of the options. Now, this is a very simple trace because it's just line art for this one. There is some shading in this, but it won't really pick up on it like all of those like lighter gray areas. Tracing pretty much works the same way in Silhouette Studio and Illustrator and how you end up picking up those colors, all right? But under window, it is image trace. You want to have that open. So that's this window right here. Okay. I'm going to click on the image that I want to trace. I'm going to go ahead. Y'all know, no matter what, I'm going to duplicate. So here there's a lot of options. This is black and white, so we don't have to adjust our threshold. We shouldn't have to move any paths or anything like that. Our corners are pretty good. And then like the noise. Because this is a P, like you can see up here, this is not a PNG, this is a JPEG. There's white to this. If we come right here where it says options and we click ignore color. So it's going to ignore, oops, let's not do you. Let's come here, ignore color. And we're going to do, like, we're going to tell it to basically ignore the white. Right here, I want to go preview. I want to actually see it. So I'm going to click it, and it's going to basically, when it says preview, you don't have to worry about necessarily hitting trace. As you are going through the different settings, you're able to see it. Once you click off of it, it's actually traced. All right. So ignore the white, and then you want preview. Now, we're not going to go through a lot of the other settings because right now, all I need is black and white for this particular one. All right. So that's done. I'm going to go ahead and zoom in. I'm going to look to see if there's any areas where I need to make any adjustments. But like I said, this is a pretty straightforward one, perfect for beginners because it's not too complicated. This is technically done as far as tracing is concerned. Okay, so I'm going to just zoom back out. We're going to move this. Nothing else to hit over there. I don't need to hit trace or anything. I'm just going to click off. So I went back to my selection tool and click off. Now I want to, no, you can leave it on there because I just need the selection. We're going to go up to Object, Expand, and we want it to be, the object and fill. So I'm going to go ahead and hit OK. It looks like nothing has changed, but now we see a blue outline around it. Now that I have expanded this, I'm now able to go over to Object, Compound Path, and I'm going to release the same way we do in Silhouette Studio. All right. And now I'm going to click here. Now I don't have any line color. Had I added so you see the lines when you select it, but there's really none. So if you deselect, you can't really see where anything is. So I'm going to select this and I'm going to all right. So now we see our white lines. I was going to make it red, but white works probably better on the screen anyway. So of course my black stays black. I'm going to click on my gray. Come on. Come on. All right. And I want to make that come on. I'm messing with my colors on my second screen, but it's acting kind of funky. I'm trying to figure out which color I want to use. I'm trying to get to, all right, let's do it like this. Let's do, I can't see it on that one. Hold on. I know how I'm going to do this. All right, I'm going to do 9E, 9E, 9E. Oh, wait, I wasn't selected. Okay, so let's do this again. 9E, 9E, 9E. There we go. I'm going to click here, here, and here. Use my dropper and select. Okay. I also need to select here and here, dropper, select. All right. And now we're going to basically cut out certain areas. Or I'm going to select these areas. And we're going to make them white. Now, this piece in here, I'm going to select that, hold down Shift, Same exact things I would do in Silhouette Studio. Click on the outline. I'm going to open up my Pathfinder. It's over here. Well, no, it's not even, it was over here. Let's see. Oh, it's back over here. So I'm going to come to my Pathfinder, and just like Silhouette Studio, like you have subtract or like compound path in here wouldn't necessarily give me the same result. So I'm going to click right here, minus front, and that's going to open that up. But then I'm just going to go ahead, arrange, and send it to the back. All right. And so now we're going to go here. I'm going to turn off the line color, and you can see everything here. I'm not going to go through in Illustrator. Now, Silhouette Studio, I'm going to be fancy because I don't teach Illustrator, right? So I can show you how to do it in here, but I really don't want to because I want you to see how you can do it in Silhouette Studio so that you can join my classes. So right now, no matter which software it is, the way this is set up, the ears cannot be colored in. Now, if this was a different program where it's like raster, like Photoshop and stuff, we can kind of select those area and fill that in. But we would have to separate this and isolate this area in order to make it pink, like the inside of the ears. Oh, I forgot this part as well. So let me do the toes. I'm also going to get a little fancy in Silhouette Studio because I really don't like the toes here. So I'm going to get a little fancy in Silhouette Studio. So in Silhouette Studio, I'm going to show you how to close off the ears to make them pink because right now you can't. The color's going to flood. It has an opening. I mean, it's an opening right here. It's not closed off to make that pink. But that is how we do that in Illustrator. All right. There we go. Not too bad. A lot of the same steps that we would do in Silhouette Studio. All right. Now we're going to go over to Cricut Design Space. All right, where did Cricut go? Okay, there it is. All right, so we're going to go upload, browse. I'm going to go find my baby elephant. All right, we're going to go complex. Continue. I'm going to scroll down. I'm going to go more options. I'm going to change our color tolerance. I'm going to take it all the way up. I'm going to go 75. Okay. We're going to, go back to select. And now we're going to click inside of the area for our baby elephant. We want to click to the outside to remove that white. And then everywhere else that's not black, we want to click inside that as well. So I'm going to click here in the face and it should get rid of, because I took my tolerance up so high, it actually eliminated the gray areas as well on here. So we're going to click here, click inside this leg here, this middle piece, this part. I'm going to zoom in, click inside the eye, the eye, the eye, the eye. Let's get rid of the gray inside here. Ooh, that kind of messed with my black a little bit. All right, so I'm going to come back. Oh, I'm going to come back to that because I'm going to up my tolerance some. I'm just going to come do the white. This is what tracing, quote unquote, tracing is in Cricut Design Space. So now we're going to come over here. I'm going to take my tolerance up to about 85. And let's see if that doesn't clear out more. Nope. Still kind of cleared out about the same. I mean, I would have to go that route, and it took away a little bit of the black, but it should be fine. I'm just going to look at a preview of the cut. It's a couple little straggly areas. Oh, I missed the area right there, and I also missed the tail. So we're going to click there to remove that. I forgot the tail. All right, let's do preview again. All right, I think we're pretty good. I mean, it made it to where I have a little bit of dips in certain areas, but that's as good as it's going to get. We're going to go ahead and hit apply and continue. We want this to be a cut image and upload. Then we have to add that to the canvas. Ooh, that sucker's huge. We're going to shrink it down some. Okay, there we go. You can see some of those little straggly areas that were left behind. So I'm going to click here. All right. We want to make sure that we are keeping the algorithm. I know that you guys are learning, but if you're still with me, let me know. Say I'm here. All right. Or if all of my Cricut users, raise your hand so that we can keep the algorithm moving. Because I know once I'm teaching, we kind of want to pay attention, but you got to help out the professor as well. So double tap the screen if you're on TikTok, if you're on Facebook or YouTube. Take this opportunity to make sure that you have given the video a like, and just go ahead and drop a comment. Let me know if you're a Cricut user. If you're learning something, let me know you're learning something from this so far. All right. Okay. So we need technically 3 areas, 3 colors, but we can do the 4th, like we can do the pink. So I'm going to duplicate. And we're going to make that one gray. Then I'm going to duplicate again. And I'm going to make that one white. Now I can do the pink one, but I'm going to hold off on, you know what? No, let's do the pink one. All right. So we're just going to go ahead and duplicate, and I'm going to make that one pink, which is for the ears. I'm going to pull this off to the side for now though. I'm going to select all 3 of these, and we're going to go to our align, and we're going to center them. I personally like to center. Some people will do them separately, but I like to see it where it needs to be at once I'm like as I'm doing it. That makes sense. All right. So we're going to start with white. We're going to click on that, and we're going to go to contour. Oh, I can't move it, so let me just touch you guys. So we're going to hide all contours. And then I'm going to click everywhere there should be white. And then I'm going to click on the outline, which is the black, to deselect that. And now I'll have only the white areas, okay? And I'm going to exit out. So we can see our box changed, and we can see those areas where white is. Now I'm going to click on the gray, and I'm going to go cut contour on that. I'm not cut contour. I'm thinking about rolling. I'm going to go contour on that. Now on this one, I want to, because the majority of it is gray and they're already selected, I'm not going to hide all because that's like the big area. I'm just going to click on the outline, which is going to deselect that. And you can see kind of in the background where now we see the gray. Okay. I want to leave all of my little pieces here because that's the cutouts for the, to be able to see through it and see the black through that. Now I already have my white, so I want to click on those and deselect because, well, if you want it to be cut all the way through, you can leave it there. But I like to kind of, something like this, I would layer on top. So I'm going to remove everywhere there's supposed to be white. And I'm also going to remove this little gray piece right here because that's supposed to be kind of like see-through. We're also going to take off the gray here and the gray there. So I believe that's everything. I'm going to click out. Yep, there we go. So this is pretty much everything, right? So we have our gray areas. We have the whites of our eyes. Oh, I guess I should have left the tail gray. And we have our toes. So now for the pink one, I'm going to, this is going to be kind of interesting how we have to do this, right? So I'm going to do the contour. I'm going to hide all contours, but I want to keep the face, but I want to delete the background. So let's, oh, I'm on the wrong one. Oh, shoot. Oh, crapola. What did I just do? All right, let's see. Let's undo. Okay. I wasn't on my pink layer. All right. Contour. Hide all contours. Click on the face. Deselect here. And now I have just the face. Okay. Now I need to basically separate the ears. Only way I can do that is with the shape. So I'm going to go to shape. I'm going to use, let's use this diamond. I'm going to rotate it some, place it right there. I'll need to make sure that part of it is in that little opening or that little crack. Hold down shift, click on our elephant, and we're going to go slice. All right. Did we get that to cut away? I think we did. Hold on. Let me see. I'm going to hide that. Okay. It did cut away. All right. I'm going to, ooh, no. Let's delete that one. Delete. Ooh, let's use that piece. Oh, you can use spacebar over here. Oh, okay. I'm going to rotate that. Nope, let's rotate it the other way. Actually, you know what? Let's see. Let's see how their subtract works with it. Okay, I like subtract too. All right. And now we have to, let's see, we're going to go over here. We're going to go to contour. Oh, I'm on the wrong one. Why is my contour not coming back up? Okay, there we go. I forgot. I had to merge it first. So I merge. So once I did the subtract, I hit merge all the layers so that my contour could come up. Now I'm going to basically hide the middle part. I have the ears, and now we can place that there. Okay. So that's how we get all of the colors in Cricut Design Space. Someone says that is too much work in the Cricut software compared to Silhouette. So I'm guessing so far we prefer Illustrator over Cricut Design Space. Is that what I'm hearing? That if you had to do this, you'd rather do it in Cricut. You'd rather do it in Illustrator. Correct? Is that what I'm hearing? She says, that's why I'm learning how to use Silhouette from the professor. Yes, ma'am. All right, so we have some Cricut users. Thank you guys for letting me know you are here. Cricut Silhouette, I'm here. So good. Thank you guys for letting me know you were still with me. All right, so correct. All right, so yes, I didn't see how you use the shape to get out the ears. If you go to my YouTube channel, there will be a replay of this. All right, now we're going to do my favorite, Silhouette Studio. All right. So we're going to start right here. We're going to go over to the trace tool. We're going to go select trace area, place our box around the elephant. I don't know why mine's starting to take, well, I think ever since I went to 4.5, it's taking like a really, really long time to get the trace because of this whole like slider bar they have as far as trace quality. Ever since they added that, it takes it forever to pick up on trace, and I don't know why. Okay, now that's unusually long. I don't know. Maybe I have too many of these open up because I was doing it like, beforehand. Hola. Okay, there we go. I don't know what took this so long. So by habit, I automatically take my scale down. That's just habit. Sometimes it affects it, sometimes it doesn't, but that's just habit for me. I don't want this to go up as far as like, I don't want any of this gray, none of it. So I'm going to just leave it here because that's pretty good. And I'm going to hit trace. Now, this was not the best resolution ever, which is why Cricut Design Space kind of had all of those little jagged edges and stuff like that. Okay, why are you taking so long? Right now, Selena, I am on 4.5. I just recently updated to 4.5. 4.3.370 is the most stable version, like no matter which one you have. If you're using like a Cricut Pro, not Cricut Pro, Jesus, a Silhouette Pro, you have to be on at least 4.4. If you are considering getting the Silhouette Cameo 5 or the Portrait 3 or the Curio 2, no, Curio 4, Portrait 3, Portrait 4, one of those. But if you're getting into the newer machines, you have to be on 4.5. Because I plan to get one, and with the new teachings, and I know a lot of new people who are new to Silhouette will probably get the 5. I updated to 4.5. It's working okay right now. I haven't had too many issues, although right now it's acting kind of cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. But for the most part, I haven't had any major issues. Like this is the first time it's like acting super, super crazy. I've only had it shut down on me, I think, twice so far. So we're going to see what's going on here. I hit trace. The trace window went away, but it didn't give me my trace results. That was a lot of clicking for Cricut Design Space. It was. Alrighty then. I much rather prefer to trace from version 3.6. That's my all-time favorite. That's the really, really old version. I mean, the way tracing works in the original, chef's kiss. All right, dude, what are you doing? Okay, there we go. Golly. So we're just going to click and move. So unlike Illustrator, where it completely changed the image, here you get a trace, but you still get to keep your original image. Because what if you were tracing something and you did kind of need like the color reference and things like that, or you wanted to do something else with it? So I do like that about Silhouette Studio, that it doesn't change the image completely. So we do have our original that we can put off to the side. All right. I'm going to double click and I'm going to go to simplify because it gives me way too many edit points. And yeah, that's one thing I have noticed about 4.5. In 4.4, it would trace. You did not have all these edit points. 4.5, I mean, that's why it takes so long. It leaves 1,000,001 edit points and it drives me absolutely bananas. So now it's a part of like my steps to just automatically hit simplify because they have way too many points. So now that we've done that, right, we're going to go ahead. I like to fill mine in with color. We can choose, only because I want you guys to see the changes in colors, I'm going to choose green. We're going to right click and release compound path. We're going to click on the background and make that black. We're going to click on the eye, hold down shift, click on this eye, this eye, this eye. I'm going to click on the inside of the toes, make those white and group them together. Okay. Then I'm going to click on the inside part right here, hold down shift, click on the black, make that a compound path, and send this to the back. Same thing I had to do over in Illustrator. Now I'm going to drag and select everything that is on the screen. I'm going to hold down shift, click on the black, click on anywhere there's white. Everything that's left, I'm going to make it a compound path and then turn it gray. We have completed this in Silhouette Studio. Done. Now I'm going to do a little extra. So we're going to go ahead and duplicate him or her, group them together. All right. I'm going to get the pink part. It's a couple of ways. Now, I can show you guys I'm a beginner. Don't overwhelm me. I don't really want to see one way. Like I can show you one way, or I can really show you the power of Silhouette, and I can show you two different ways. Do y'all want the professor just show me the perfect way for beginners and stop? Or do you want to know both ways of doing it? Both. All right. So one of these ways is going to require you to use a little edit points. Because I know y'all fear edit points, we're going to start there. All right. I'm going to, so for this, I am going to technically release compound. I'm going to release compound path on this. Actually, you know what? No. Yeah. So I'm going to release compound path on this. So I'm going to release compound path, hold down shift. I'm going to click on the face to deselect it. And then I'm going to hover my mouse and I'm going to make everything else a compound path again. So only my face looks a little weird. All right. I'm going to purposely change it to a different color because I want you guys to see what's going to happen. I'm going to duplicate it right on top. So we're going to go copy, paste in front. I'm going to make that pink. I'm going to take a rectangle. I'm going to go straight down the middle, hold down shift, click, and I'm going to subtract it. That's going to basically separate the two sides, and it's going to make it a lot easier for me to have the ears on both sides. I'm so glad that a lot of my students said both, because I really wanted you guys to see a different way of using subtract. We just did the lesson on subtract, and most would have never thought that you would use subtract to do something like this. I show you subtract, and as far as like what it is that the tools do, it's just going to cut away an area wherever it's overlapped at. That's what it's going to do. It's going to cut that away. But in this scenario, we cut it away so that we can separate the left ear from the right ear. All right. So that me doing the two ways was for all of my peeps who are in Essentials Silhouette Studio. And we just did the subtract and subtract all refresher class. All right. So now I'm going to double click. I'm going to just hold down shift, select all of these edit points on this side, delete point, delete, delete, delete. I'm going to come up to the top, hold down shift. I don't want any of the edit points that's on the ear. I'm just going to hit delete point, delete point, delete point, delete, delete. delete, delete, coming to right there. I'm going to come over here and go delete point. And then on this one, delete point. Bam. There's that one ear. This part I can just hit delete. I don't need any of this. On this side, same thing. Double click, hold down shift. I'm going to select as many edit points as I can without touching the ear. Delete point. Uh-oh. I deleted too many of them. Hold on. Okay, wait. Delete point. I'm going to come in. There we go. Delete point. Now this side is being a little, it has some extra points here, but that's okay. Bam. All right. Now we have, this is solid, right? We don't want to layer them. We don't want two areas right there. I want to have the pink area and that I want that to touch the black. All right. I don't want both sets of like inner parts of the ear. So all of my essential students, what tool are we going to use? What function or tool are we going to use? Come on, I see one answer. What function are we going to use? If you were in class on Thursday, what what function do we use? Do 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 do. It's technically longer than that, but it's also LaShonda, you got it right. Oh my gosh, like I'm hoping it's a delay because I know out of all the people that are watching, it had to be some of y'all that were in class other than LaShonda. LaShonda cannot be the only person who's here right now who was in class on Thursday. Can't be. Can't be. To where she's the only person that answered the question correctly. So if you were in class, but you said subtract or you said crop, unfortunately, that is not the right answer. So remember from class, let me see. I'm gonna give you a chance to redeem yourself if you were in class, okay? This function allows you to remove the bulk or remove what's underneath, because in order to do that, you have to select at least two things, right? Or more than one thing. If they're not grouped together, this allows you to select more than one thing, remove a certain area, but you still see everything. Nothing disappears. So which function is that? You don't have to do the homework. If you were paying attention in class, you should know which function. Your homework is This isn't an answer that comes from your homework. It came from the lesson that we taught. So if we want to remove an area, but still see all the components, which function is it? I'm not in class, but I need to be. Ah, there we go. Subtract all. Subtract all. Yes. So we're going to click on my green area. So I'm going to show you guys right now. You see, we see the ear part behind that. I'm going to click on the ear. I'm going to hold down shift with the face. I'm going to hold down shift. I'm going to click on the ear. I'm going to click on the ear. We're going to go to modify and we're going to go subtract all. It looks like nothing has changed. How be ye ever? It's gone. Now I am going to release compound path, hold down shift, click. Ungroup. So I can delete all those little stragglies. But it cut that away. There we go, Ms. Dawn. Subtract all. All right. Now we're going to group the ears together. I'm going to go back in and select everything that is here. Hold down shift. Click on my ears to deselect both. Click on black to deselect it. And everything that is left, we are going to, oh wait, I have to deselect the white. We're going to make that a compound path. And there we have it. All right. So there's one way. Now we're going to do a way that might, to me, they're both. I don't know which way you guys would find easier. So we're going to now do this one, okay? I'm going to ungroup it. All right. I'm going to do a line. Now, this is going to take us into the first session in February. Wait, I think. Is that the first one, LaShonda, in February? Line tool? Yep. So you're going to get like a little precursor. Which program is this? Right now, we are working in Silhouette Studio. It is the software that comes with the Cameo machines, but it is a full-on, standalone designing software, mainly for vectorizing, but you can add, like it has a little bit of raster features to it as well, because you can do color, like adjust your hue and saturation, your gamma. It allows you to fully design. You can bring in JPEGs, add text, add different effects. So it is a really, really great software to be introduced to graphic designing in. Okay. Thank you for joining us. Are you new here? What is it? Remy, are you new? Is this your first time catching our live broadcast? All right. So I'm going to go to my line and I'm going to draw a curved line. So I'm going to be very, very careful where I draw that line at. Okay. I'm going to double click. Actually, I'm going to show you 3 different ways. I'm going to go here. I'm going to draw that polygon line very, very carefully, kind of like just deciding where I want that to be. All right. On both of those lines, I'm going to come up here to my line thickness and I'm going to make them, let's start off at 8. Do I want to do 10? All right. So I'm going to do 10. Actually, I gave myself way too many edit points. That's team too much. That was team too much on the edit points. I really only needed like 3. I was going overboard. On this side, we're going to delete some of these because Shakia, you were tripping. All right, there's this thing, like this is a line. Remember from subtract, lines don't cut through, like they don't subtract. So I'm going to go over to my modify panel and I'm going to go detach lines. That turned this into a shape. I'm going to hold down Shift. I'm going to click on the gray and I'm going to go subtract. I now can make those pink. Simple as that. So to me, that way is simple once you know about creating lines and about detached lines. If you've never heard the term detached lines, if you've never seen anyone use it in a video, if you've never used it yourself, type detached lines in the chat. If you have never ever seen it used, if you have never, well, if you've seen it used on my platform, I've used it a couple times here and there, but if you've never seen it used outside of maybe one of my live videos, or you've never used it, type in detached lines in the chat. Detached lines, detached lines. Thank you for the share. Thank you for joining from the share. Detached lines, detached lines, detached lines. So you said, I think I like the second option better, right? That's what you said. Did you know about edit points? So did you know about edit points? Because to remove those areas, edit points, that's all you know. Technically, that would be the easier way. Because you know nothing about detached lines. You know nothing about it. But you know that if you click on edit points, you can remove things and stuff like that. Pretty sure people have heard, that edit points, subtracting. So that way is terms that you know about. But most people don't teach Silhouette Studio as a graphic designing software. They never use detached lines. So although that's an easier way, if you don't know about that tool, you'll never be able to do it that way. So we got a few. Hey, Hans, how art thou? I can't wait for the summer. Hello, detached lines, detached lines. Hello, hello. Detached lines. Yes, I knew about edit points, but not to use them in that way. Oh, so y'all don't know it's more than one way to use edit points. That's why y'all need to be in class. You need to enroll in Essentials of Silhouette Studio so you can learn how to maximize these tools. They work in so many different ways. A lot of the YouTube videos show you the same way. You're going to get the same kind of training for it. They show edit points. They're going to show just like maybe adjusting a little bit of stuff, extending something, but not on this level. This is why you guys have to be in class. Essentials Silhouette Studio will be the best investment you invest into yourself. It'll be the best investment you make into yourself, into your growth, into learning. It's only $103.65. I know I'm saying that's only $100, but the reason why I say that is because you get this program broken down tool for tool, step by step. You get 30 days of learning. In addition to that, you can attend and get the playbacks of 13 weeks from the first quarter of 2024, and then another 13 weeks in the third quarter of 2024. So we're going back through it and refreshing. So you have this whole year to make sure that you understand this software, and you will, before the holiday season, you will be able to do so much. You're not going to be limited. Whatever it is that you want to do, whatever it is you want to make, design, and sell for the biggest crafter season, which is Christmas or the holiday season, within these 2 live refresher sessions, as well as if you decide you want to join our design sessions that will be in the second quarter, and we have something like the fourth quarter, you're going to be ready because you're going to fully understand the software. I know edit points, but I'm afraid of it. Don't really understand it. Chrissy, I need you in class. I need you in class. Edit points is on. Child, let me go over here because I can't keep looking at that. Let me see. Oh, I thought I had my calendar up. Edit points is on the 24th of February. It's a Saturday session. It's a Saturday session on the 24th of February. So somebody else did not know about detached lines. I've been trying to bring a line image to Silhouette to color. Now I know why I haven't been successful in coloring it. I couldn't figure out how to close open paths. Should I buy the class? Wait, should I buy the class and I'll be in the class? Huh? I'm not sure. Re-ask that question. Edit Points has a whole day coming up and it's going to be on a Saturday. The original one, we went through Edit Points in 2 days. So you get a lot more, and it's a lot more of like, it's really long because, you know, I was waiting for everyone to click through the worksheet file. So I did it. I showed it. Then I had to wait for everyone to click through. So it's a pretty long session. That Saturday is going to probably be pretty long because most people are not used to utilizing the edit points, but we have a whole day. The 24th is edit points. The 10th is tracing. So Lena asks, how do you join my classes? You're going to go over to shop.hsinc365.com. On the home page until, you know, the makeover is completed. You're going to scroll all the way down. You're going to go past the design challenges. I'm telling you guys, these 7 challenges are absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. You will learn a lot about this software just from these 7 challenges. Add them to your cart. Start learning today. Okay. You have access to those playbacks today. But right here is Essentials to Silhouette Studio. It's $103.65 if you do just one full payment. If you would like to use buy now, pay later, it's $115.63. And that you can do that with Sezzle, Shop Pay, or PayPal, buy now, pay later. All right. So shop.hsinc365.com is where you will go to enroll. All right. Now I told y'all we were going to do a poll at the end. All right. I don't even know which one I'm supposed to be on. Okay, there we go. All right. Which one, just doing the tracing. Now, Illustrator, I didn't do the ears because I don't want y'all to think that I'm going to start teaching Illustrator. But I did show you guys how to do it in Cricut Design Space. I show you how to do it, the ears part. But just for getting the general trace, just the trace, nothing else, and filling it in with color. Which program y'all rolling with? Which one we rocking with? Illustrator, Cricut Design Space, or Silhouette Studio? Which one we rolling with? Okay. If I buy the Silhouette class, will I be in the live classes? Yes. So you immediately get access to the original 30 days, and you can go through that, work on your own pace because it's 30 days. It's a few hours for each one of them, so you can work at your own pace. We are currently in live sessions. 13 weeks. We're about to hit week 4. The first one was just a refresher, did the outline of stuff, nothing major. Then we did, what was the first one, y'all? What we did the first day? Text to path, cropping to text was the first refresher. The second one we just had, so the first one was like an overview. The first actual refresher class, but the second class of the live sessions was text. We just had the third one, or second learning one, that was subtract all, and cropping. This week we're doing compound path and welding. So compound path and welding will be Thursday, and you are able to attend these. You don't have to worry about, oh, well, we're already 4 weeks in. None of the lessons are technically connected. You don't need to know the lesson before to learn the current one. We focus on the how and the why and how of that particular tool or tools if we're doing more than one. It doesn't matter for anything else. Now, as we get towards the end and we're doing designs and we're pulling them all, like pulling all these tools and things together, then it will matter, right? So if you're watching this, you just found me, just came across this video, and we are like towards the middle of March, you can still enroll because we will start the live sessions over again. Like if you want to be in the room with the professor, those will start again in the third quarter of the year. But you can watch all the playbacks, take notes, any gray areas and stuff that you have. You'll be prepared for, especially like the study hall sessions. Now you might end up being a little bit confused when we go through the design because we're going to start to put some designs together in the last. We're going to pull everything together, use all of our tools and functions, and we're going to create some layouts and designs in the last couple of weeks of the program. So if you're watching this in the future and it's end of February, beginning of March, you can still enroll. You can come into the class. Hey, you might even be able to catch on because of how I teach. You'll still be able to kind of like catch on, but you'll have all of these resources here for you, and you will already be enrolled, ready for the live Zooms to start again in the third quarter of the year. Okay. Are the classes different from so it's the same one, Deb. So if you don't know, you go to your dashboard right now. If you already are enrolled in the 30-day, I added this on for free. If you already had it, if you signed up in March 2022, I added this for free. So we're now doing live classes, no additional cost, but you now get to be in the room because everyone kept asking, when are you going to do this over? When are you going to do it over? I can't do the 30 days like that ever again. Like I just can't. So instead of creating a whole new one for 13 weeks, I wanted those who purchased. I didn't want you guys to have to feel like you had to buy into something else to be able to attend the live sessions. So you go to your dashboard right now. You're going to see the links for January for study hall tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then on Thursdays, it's at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is the actual lesson. And then for February, there is a new schedule that is up. We put it up now so that you can see the evening days for study hall and the Saturday days for tracing and edit points. But anyone that has it, you have access to it. She says, I'm jumping straight to my dashboard. Yes. So if you already have Silhouette, you don't have to buy it again. It is on your dashboard for you. No additional cost. Yeah. She says, wow, really free? Yes. No additional cost. You get to be in the room with me, learning it step by step by step by step by step. Only one person answered. Oh, wait. Okay, I see some. All right, so I see Silhouette Studio, Silhouette. It's too many of y'all to be watching for me to only see a couple of answers. Silhouette. You still feel like designs, the Silhouette, you still feel like Cricut Design Space? When you say Design Studio, do you mean Silhouette Studio? Because see, now you're mixing up. So I'm trying to figure out, are you saying that Silhouette Studio seems easier? Or when you put design, are you talking about Cricut Design Space? My fave, I just tried to send you coffee and it won't go through. As a super chat, I don't know what's going on with the super chat. Silhouette Studio. Y'all better start checking them email. Oh, thank you for reminding me. I sent an email. So, Soulful, did you see all three ways? We still think Cricut. Okay, so someone else says they still think Cricut is easier. Okay. I can't change your mind if you feel that way. I thought maybe, I would have changed a few minds who think that Cricut Design Space is the easier way. All right. So we have someone who still feels that Design Space is the easier way. No, it's not called Silhouette Design Studio. It's called just Silhouette Studio. Okay. That's why. All right. Oh, you didn't see both ways. Soulful One, you didn't see both ways. That's what it was. So you're I didn't see all three ways. I'm new here. So okay. Always. All right. So I'm going to do it one more time, guys. All right. I do see we have a few more people here. Y'all. Ooh, wait. We're up at 9,000 likes. All right. It's 24 of y'all in here on TikTok. If y'all power tap right now, we can crush 10K likes. So let's crush 10K likes real quick. Yes. Welcome, Soulful. Let's crush to 10K likes. And then I'm going to do Cricut Design Space and Silhouette Studio over again, and you guys can see it, okay? But let's crush it and get us up to 10K. I think we can really hit 11, like real quick, because it's enough for y'all in here. If y'all power tap, we can hit, we can crush that. What happened to the line in the ear in the first, wait, what happened to the line in the elephant in the first ear? Oh no, it's still there. So I'm gonna ungroup. Oh, well, okay. I didn't, yeah, they're there. So I'm gonna go here and I'm gonna, good question, good catch. I'm just gonna send this to the back. All right, hold on. Good catch. So this right now, because of how I cut it out, it's on the gray layer. So I'm going to release compound path. I'm going to hold down shift. I'm going to click on the lines, and then I'm just going to make this a compound path again. So now my lines here, they should actually be in the ears. Wait, hold on. Click, 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 click. And then my ears. Oh, that's why the ears are grouped together. And then I'm just going to make those a compound path. Don't freak out. It's not gone anywhere. There we go. I'm, what is that? Miss Paris and Company. I'm going to do it again. So don't worry. All right. Okay, let's see. Hey, just say. All right, let me go ahead and I'm going to turn the camera to me real quick. And we're going to talk about what we're doing here. So y'all also know who you're learning from. Hi, everybody. I am Shakia the Professor. That's my name. That's what I'm called. My name is Shakia Lavelle. So if you want to follow me on Facebook or friend me, it's Shakia Lavelle, SHAKEYALEVELL. Shakia Lavelle. And I'm known as Shakia the Professor. I am a master instructor for all things Silhouette. I came across this program now going on almost 11 years because my niece will be 10 this year. And I got into Silhouette while she was in her mama's belly, prepping for my sister's baby shower. And I fell in love with it because I knew Photoshop, I knew Corel Draw, I knew Illustrator. I came across this program and I'm like, oh my God, this is absolutely amazing. You can do some of the same things that I was paying. By then, I was paying good money for these programs because I didn't have the free bootleg version anymore. And I'm like, you can do so much and it's free. The Designer Plus, and Business, they all open up additional features, but everything that you see me do in Silhouette Studio can be done in the free version of the software. My eyes are looking off to y'all because I'm on 2 different platforms. So I'm looking up, like I'm trying to distribute the eye contact evenly. But everything you're going to see me do as far as tracing can be done in the free version. I use absolutely nothing that required you to pay additionally for Designer Plus, or Business. Everything in tracing is free. It's the same across the board. Having Designer, having Business does not make tracing any easier. It's going to be the exact same way, no matter what. Okay. So I teach you how to create amazing designs in Silhouette Studio. I'm just going to show you guys real quick. I'm going to back it up. These templates were created completely in Silhouette Studio. They got messed up where the ink touched, but I like to keep them. But these were created completely in Silhouette Studio. All right. So this one, and then this is this one, even like down to the Polaroids, cropping her into the 0. All of this done in Silhouette Studio. Okay. Oh, look, here's the Raiders thing I made for my dad. It's just because it's here. Like all of this wasn't from like tracing something, it already existed. I end up creating all of this. Of course not. I wasn't about to create all this halftone. That's a PNG, but everything else and how this is set up, all done in Silhouette Studio. Okay. This one, it's basic text, but in Silhouette Studio. What else do I have over here? My shirt, Silhouette Studio. I'm trying to find ones that have full graphics, but they're all like down, and I don't even have that stole that was back here. But you can do a lot in Silhouette Studio, and I've been teaching you how to do it. So right now what we're doing, I was showing tracing, which is when you have a JPEG or a PNG, the only way that you can cut it, the only way that you can fill it in with different colors, you have to vectorize it. It has to be vector. SVG, which is the file format that, anyone that uses a Cricut, you're looking for files, you're going to download by a file, you're looking for SVG, because that's what Cricut allows you to open as far as vector files, SVG or DXF. They allow you to open up all types of picture files, but vector, there's a couple other ones. But when you want to cut something, you have to vectorize it. Whether you are simply selecting the areas out to remove them and just have the outline, and then when you go into Cricut Design Space, you contour, you are isolating all of those shapes that you can fill in with color. Silhouette Studio and Illustrator and Corel Draw and Affinity Designer, they have a feature that's called Trace. Still the same thing. You are basically creating that outline, and then you're going to release that path. You're going to, in Illustrator, you expand it and then release compound path. And then you go in and use your pathfinder to do certain things or whatever. Silhouette Studio, we trace it, we release, we do a couple compound paths, do some things to isolate the ears. I teach you how to do all this in Silhouette Studio. So what we're doing today is just a demonstration of all three. I'm not going to go back to Illustrator because I don't want folks to think I'm going to start teaching Illustrator. No, she is not. But I have done quite a few trainings. We even have a class that is a Cricut to Silhouette crossover. And we also have our full-on Silhouette Studio Essentials class, all right? I don't like to call it Silhouette for Beginners because it's not just for beginners. It's a lot of people here who are not beginners, but never knew things like what detached line does. They've never used edit points in the way that I show, not quite sure, what subtract all was for. They're kind of just used to using subtract. So there's a lot of things that are essential to having great designs and making it more efficient. So I call it Essentials of Silhouette Studio. I only use the word beginners for SEO purposes. So you don't have to be a beginner. But if you've never fully used Silhouette Studio to its full potential, you want in on this class, all right? So now we're going to go flip it back around. I'm going to show you Cricut Design Space, and then I'm going to show you Silhouette Studio. How to take a JPEG image of a very cute elephant. Elephants are my favorite, which is why last time we did elephants, I just chose a different elephant this time so that it's not the same. And you kind of get to see how to isolate the ears. So we're going to do another elephant. And I'm going to show how to isolate it and basically add color to it from a JPEG image. So that's what we're doing. If you're interested in that, say, okay, let me know you're interested in that. Say, I'm interested. If you're wanting to learn the differences between Silhouette and Cricut, stick around. All right. So, okay, you're ready to learn. All right. She says, me, I used it for 3 years before I met you, and I'm in Silhouette Studio. So I'm interested. Okay. And this is a free training. You can watch the playback on this. There's no obligation for you to enroll in anything. Now, over here on TikTok, there is no playback of it. However, you can go over to our YouTube channel and you can watch the playback there. Okay. No obligation to purchase anything. Is that platform different from Canva? And if so, and if it is, how so? It is very different from Canva. Canva is more of it's like a full graphics. You can use things that are like SVGs to be able to like change the colors and stuff on them, but you can't really like create from scratch. Canva does not allow you to fully modify anything, like removing the inside parts of letters and then like changing it to something else. Canva's crop only works like for the image, and you don't really have control, like full control over how you like move it and crop it down. You can bring in elements, you can cover things up, you have glow, like, you know, the text effects for like glows. Canva is really great because it has a lot of pre-made elements. It's like having a Google mixed in automatically with your design program. And there's a lot that you can do. I do use Canva for a lot of my business related things. I like it for presentations, even more so than I think my PowerPoint. I love it for being able to create PDF files that have hyperlinks in it. So if you're trying to create a workbook, a digital planner, a guide, like ebook guide, stuff like that, it's great for things like that. Let's see. But this program is a little bit different. You have a little bit more creative freedom with Silhouette Studio. If you're just looking for it, it's not an app. So let me go through that. It's not an app. You do have to have a computer that is Windows based or a Mac operating system. So you can't use an iPad. There's no more mobile version for it. It's best that you have a pretty decent graphics card. You want to have some decent memory and, you know, some hard drive space. The computers that you would get like off the shelf at like Walmart, Target, and even a lot of them at Best Buy are not the best. You cannot use a Chromebook for this. What are some other things that you should know? But anybody can download it. Most people don't know about this because they think that it's connected with the Cameo machines. I have 6 Cameos, okay? And that's why most people don't find this program, because it is technically, it's meant to be used with the machine. But I have that cheat code and how you can create some really amazing, dope things, just like a regular graphic designer. No one will ever know that you use Silhouette Studio because it doesn't come out looking like, oh, okay, this came from a craft program. No, you can create some really amazing things. So you go to Silhouette America. Silhouette America. If I can get a couple folks to put that in the chat. SilhouetteAmerica.com. So over here, you're going to write .com or just write Silhouette America all together. And you can go straight there. You're going to go get software. You're going to download it. It's free. You're going to create a free account on their website. You're going to be able to start designing and kind of playing around with it immediately. No obligation to buy a machine. No obligation to update to any of the other ones. This is not sponsored. I do not know the people from Cricut, from Silhouette America. Never spoke with them a day in my life. I am not an influencer for them. I am a mom, or more so an aunt. I got into it because I cut everything by hand. I was already in business. I was creating party favors. I was event planner, creating all sorts of like amazing things. And when it got to my niece's own, I didn't want to cut all that stuff because, oh my God, the amount of things we had in the ceiling, but I end up not using. I still end up cutting. It was just my comfort level. So right after the baby shower, I got into it and I'm like, oh my God, this is amazing. So as a stay-at-home mom, it was a way for me to interact with other folk because I got tired of just talking to the 3-year-old that lived in my house. So I began teaching it, and I'm not affiliated with them. So it's not a ploy to get. Now, don't get me wrong. I got 6 Cameos. Now I will say that's a real good machine to get now. I create really, really big cutouts and printing cuts, and Silhouette Studio allows you to use your edit points to contour around certain areas. And when you piece them together, baby, you will never, like most people don't know, like you're not going to have Cricut. You can split stuff up, but you end up with straight lines across the face, across things. No, not with Silhouette Studio, and not with a Cameo, and not with the print and cut. You can print and cut on 11 by 17 paper, 12 by 18 if you can find it, 12 by 24 if you can find it. If you have a printer big enough to print that, and you're able to contour cut, and it's going to look amazing. So don't get me wrong. The machines be doing what they need to do. But I mainly focus on the program, because anybody, if you don't have a machine, you can benefit from this program. I have so many students where they created their logos, they created the tags and labels for their business, creating like just building a full business with the software, being able to design it and submit their backgrounds and stuff. Like they want to have a background. Like you can do a lot from the program. And I've just been introducing people to it or just helping people master it for about 10 years now. All right. I have a Cameo for it. I've never used it. Oh, come on. You got to pull that thing out. What did you purchase it for? So we can help you figure out how to use it. Wow. One person wrote it. Thank you. Thank you so much, Shannon. Y'all be making me feel like y'all don't really be rocking with me. I mean, it's a simple request. Y'all could not help out somebody else. When I ask, could somebody write Silhouette America? That's only on one platform. That means anybody on YouTube, if I wouldn't have shown it, they would not have like seen where to go at. Come on, y'all. Y'all can help out and at least fulfill simple requests. Like, can you type in silhouetteamerica.com in the chat? Like, come on. My YouTubes, I have 2. Silhouholics Anonymous. They should be linked in the description, I think. And Honestly Speaking. SPINKING. Honestly Speaking. Yes, I know, because I'm Sonette. I'm actually broadcasting to several locations. So I'm broadcasting to my Facebook groups, and both YouTube channels. So yeah, you're going to see things that don't pop up on the screen. Well, you're not going to see it in your live chat. I can see it, and I just put it on the screen because I'm using StreamYard. Okay, I have a lot of pictures on my phone that I had copied and saved. I would like to use them for t-shirts. That would be the trace class. Not really. For full-on pictures, tracing doesn't work. It's not a background remover. So that really wouldn't work. You still need to have a background remover unless you're going to use your edit points to manually crop out the area. Oh, shoot. Crap. It's 6 o'clock. I forgot about my kid. Oh, crap. Y'all got to come back. I promise. I will go through it again. It's quite a few y'all. Okay, I'm going to give y'all a quick second. Y'all got to follow me. I got to go pick up my child. Lucky I look down. All right, I got to go, y'all. I'll be back. I promise. I'm going to go drop him off. I'll be back. I'll show you how it's done. It's not too complicated to use. I promise you it's not. Come back. Give me about a good 15 minutes. His school is like right there. I'm about to go get him, and I'm gonna be well. Y'all actually don't have to go anywhere. I'm gonna take y'all with me, but y'all over here, y'all. I'll be back. Oh snap! Oh, I will. He's literally 2 feet away. Like literally, I'm here, and the school is like right there, but I'm still late. I gotta go like around to get to him. Later, y'all. Peace.